Hi, I'm Brian Worley from the Photographer Academy, and in this video I'm going to talk about Aperture Priority mode. Now, Aperture Priority mode is one of the modes you choose on the mode dial on your camera, and in the case of the Canons we turn it to AV for aperture value. In the case of a Nikon you choose it to A. Once we're using Aperture Priority, our main dial gives us control of the aperture, and the aperture really is one of the main factors that controls the depth of field in our pictures. Now, it's getting towards the end of the day here, and I really need a model just to illustrate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Jay, the video guy here, just to stand into the shot so I can take a picture at two different apertures to show you the effect of a lens wide open and to show you when it stops down. So we'll see the separation that a narrow depth of field gives us from our subject and the background. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'm going to choose my set my camera up, and I'm going to start my first picture, and I'm going to shoot with a wide aperture to really separate Jay from the background. So what we've got here is a simple headshot. It's quite a tight one because I'm using an 85mm lens, and I've got a nice fast shutter speed. So I've got a really nice picture, and I'm really blurring the background that's behind him. Now I'm going to change the aperture value, and I've gone from f1.8 all the way through to f16. At f16 I'm going to have a lot more depth of field in my frame, and that means that the background is going to become more obtrusive and is going to detract from the actual headshot portrait I've got of Jay. Okay, so we've just shot our two pictures with Jay, and we've got one image which has given us a really nice separation from the background, and that's the one shot of the wide open aperture. So in this case I've used my lens as wide as it goes, which is a 1.8 on the lens. And yet when I look at the comparison between the picture that was shot at f16, the background behind Jay is much crisper, much clearer, and it detracts from the great portrait we've got of Jay. So that's the introduction to Aperture Priority mode. I'm Brian Worley for the Photographer Academy, and I'll see you in the next video.